Okay, awesome. And shaboop, we are live. Okay, awesome.
Hey. Ayo.
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 Yes.
Howdy.
A bit lighter on
Howdy.
A bit lighter on the party today. We had some scheduling conflicts, but that's okay. We're still gonna have a great time. And we're going to deal with a messy divorce. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah.
They're not getting divorced.
No,
High
no,
fantasy.
you know
Fantasy.
what? Gab, they aren't getting divorced because they are divorced. They are not together anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to know
Pirate
why?
divorce is just on vibes.
Well, because here's my logic. Why have a ring if pirates like stealing gold? My personal logic is a tattoo makes more sense, and the reason that Rahi hasn't gotten rid of the tattoo is because she can't.
That's so stupid and such a pirate thing to do.
Yes.
You know what?
Let
Fine.
me make this irreversible.
Fine.
Let me make multiple big life choices at the same time.
Look.
I love that thought process. Not only is it stupid, it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And
Okay,
you're
so
right.
the next time they get married, 40 streams down the line,
Damn. Her
it'll
is
be a
long
ring
con.
and not a tattoo.
In this world, her is canonically the first U-Haul lesbian to not only meet a woman, fall in love with her, marry her, drop off the face of the earth, but then meet up with her ex again, marry her again, and just get right back to where she was before.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does her even love Rahi?
I don't think so. I think it's more just like, oh, she's very hot and very angry. Like, let's keep her around for a bit and see how it
Yeah.
goes.
I think
And it's also like the last
Valid.
bit of. It's also the last bit of her previous life that she has.
Hey,
you
the
know?
Duke is also. Hey, the Duke is like, I am also here.
Duke, shut the fuck up.
Duke, you're not a woman. You can
Yeah.
shut your mouth.
Duke, you belong in a Pringles can. Get the fuck out of here.
That's correct.
Look how small I am.
Oh, you're so tiny. I rolled a hit. Oh, but yes. But is anybody watching this? Welcome. So happy to have you here. Welcome to the table. We're trying that out. Happy to have you watching, and we hope you enjoy. This is gonna be. It is late. We are all suffering from seasonal allergies, and we hope
Not
you're about to
me.
have a great time.
Shut up, boss.
Built different, exactly. No, I went to New York, a place with no grass, and I was crying whenever I went outside. That's how bad it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You would think cities wouldn't be bad. They are still bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
It's because they only plant male trees.
Yeah.
Because they're prettier.
Oh,
Really?
And so
grand.
then there's no female trees to like make the pollen go away. Something
Dear
like that.
God.
I don't know the
How-
science of it. I read it once,
How is
but it's
one
something
a-
like that.
How is one a male and one a female? Are they not just?
It's like
Don't they all both bloom
Let
and
me
just
see.
cross
I
contaminate?
think one pollinates, the other one doesn't. Do
yeah, it's
females
something
bloom?
like that.
Interesting.
Are there more male trees? Let's do a goog about it. Okay, male plants have been popular. Male plants have been popular because they don't produce messy fruit or seed pods, so it's like a cleanliness thing. But they are responsible for most of the pollen in the air. And then because there's less seed pods to like be pollinated by the pollen or whatever, something like that, it's just in the air.
I actually once heard a
That
conspiracy.
could be bullshit. Anyone watching the stream, don't.
That is the first
At me
result
if I'm
on
wrong.
Google.
Check
Yeah.
your sources.
Well, I actually heard a conspiracy theory once that was the reason that male trees are planted. The secret reason behind it all is so that we as people are reliant on fruit and vegetable industries, because like so it's like you can't easily grow your own fruits and like vegetables in like mass quantities like at home or like within like city parks or whatever, something like that. That could just be wrong. I don't know.
Here
Not a
at
clue.
Rulebook Optional, we just tell you wrong things about plants.
It
We
could
like to
also
spread
be that,
misinformation.
Yeah.
it could also be that just land is bought up by wealthy individuals instead of giving back to the community and allowing them to have gardens.
Yep, that's
Also,
good. That's good.
yeah, it could also just be the fact that all public land isn't, producing food for people
Yeah.
who need it to eat. Instead, it's like, look at these parks that rich people can walk
Yes.
in, but not you,
Let's
homeless
go-
person. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's go back to an agricultural dominant society where like 80% of people are farmers, the other 20% are dead.
No, then we wouldn't have D&D.
Oh,
We'd be the D&D, but we wouldn't be the heroes. We'd be the NPC
We'd be the fucking
farmers.
peasants. Yeah, exactly. Have you ever wanted to roleplay as an Alateur lowborn commoner? That's what it would be. Memes, any other announcements, any other wishes for vast societal change?
Let's get crunk.
God.
Let's get crunk indeed.
We could be here all night.
Woo!
Huh, but with all of that, do we want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And yes.
You don't know.
I'm scared.
You don't know you're scared? There's no need to
She's
be
about
scared.
to fist fight her ex-wife.
Well, also, R.O.A.C.H.Y lands. The way R.O.A.C.H.Y works right now is in the hands of her. It could all change in the matter of a battle.
No pressure.
If you think I am going to do anything that is going to cripple this story or the good vibes, you are incredibly wrong, and I'm excited to prove that to you. But with all of that, how about a deep and cleansing breath before we just hop right back into it? That sound good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then everyone please join me. Perfect. And we can begin, because everything after the breath is canon. We pick up right where we left off. Late in the evening, Rahi having just flown away, and I will actually turn everything over to you. If you all would prefer to have had a long rest and cut immediately to the morning, that is all right with me. However, if you would like to sit and chat and discuss and explore the Tiger's Eye a bit more before sleeping and heading over to Brigands Bench, that is up to you. What do you wish to do?
What's the vibe? What are we feeling?
I feel like hers
I
can
feel
do
like
something,
shit.
but it could take like 2 minutes, so we don't need to we don't have to go too much into what I'm doing. Anyway.
What are you
If you
doing?
all want to chat, we can. If we don't, then I'll just do my thing real quick, and then we can cut to the morning. Up to y'all.
I feel like shit.
Oh,
That was-
yeah, you just had a whole, yeah.
That was bad crumb.
Oh, you should, just so you know, so that you're not just confused, it was leftovers from the Triple F Tavern, and it had a really gnarly fear spell on it, my friend.
I don't. Food's supposed to make you happy.
Oh.
I'm not happy anymore. Well, I wasn't really happy before, but that's besides the point.
There's better food downstairs. If we can make it up to you.
Yeah, we'll pay.
Yeah! Sorry. Let's...
Okay.
yeah, I'd like that.
And sorry. Are you okay?
No. No.
Fair. Stupid question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I don't think I really want to talk about it right now.
That's okay.
Maybe in a bit. Give me a couple days to process everything.
How about
After
you-
I beat the shit out of my ex-wife. Maybe
Question.
after that.
That was your ex-wife?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guys,
Well,
okay.
We will. Yes. Not probably not tonight. For tonight, food and drink, and I promise we will explain the situation that you've been thrown into.
Yeah.
let's just go get a bunch of comfort food and some drinks and just be friends for a while.
Yes, I think we could all use that.
Yeah.
How do you be friends?
Oh, that's a big question. Well, we are going to share in food and drink together, break bread. We are going to talk or not talk as much as we want. And we're going to sit together and we are going to, as much as we are capable or willing, enjoy each other's presences.
Okay.
Yeah. If you just want to like get your food and come upstairs and be alone, if that's what will help, you can also do that. No pressure.
I haven't tried coping with other people around yet, so maybe this will help. If it doesn't, though, I will probably just go outside and sleep under a tree.
Okay. Just let us know so we know where you are.
You can see Mud, like, sits. He's actually, this whole conversation's while he's been on his back, just staring up at the ceiling.
Oh.
And he sits up, sees the deep groove marks he's clawed into the floor and go, ah, shit. And, like, quickly, like, just put a pillow over top of it. And be like, let's get food.
Yeah.
Lead the way, Mud.
I spilled water all over myself.
No. Oh, no.
The line's so funny, it made Darby spit take. As
Mud,
you guys are able
Mud,
to...
Wait. Mud will get to the door, pause, and then go, I was unconscious when we got here. I don't know where anything is.
It's just down the stairs.
Okay.
It's just down the stairs.
And Mud, as you lead the way down the stairs, the warm and filling smell of fried food, of baked bread, of mixed drinks, of spices, of sweets, of all of it. A fully stocked kitchen just waiting for you.
I think her is gonna turn to the group and be like, I'm just gonna take a quick walk, if that's all right.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do you want us to get you anything?
No, it's okay. Thank you, though.
Okay.
And I'll just, like, pop out of the tavern.
Okay. As our trio here is able to just kind of grab a quick table, is able to grab a quick table, it is very sparse in here. Her, as you pop out of the tavern, where are you going?
I think I'm gonna walk back to the Triple S to go find the Duke.
Okay. That is a multi-mile excursion through an entire city, which is currently undergoing a parade of celebration initiating
it's totally
the Full
fine.
Moon Festival.
She's gonna if it takes her all night, she's just gonna walk back.
Okay. As we're gonna focus on that for just 1 second. As you are walking back to the Triple S Tavern, you are able to basically just hop into one of the main veins of Ubhav heading back west, the fastest way to get there, and you're able to see all around you fireworks going off. You're able to hear swords clashing, pistols firing. Chaos has erupted from all of the people of this city in a grand monthly celebration of simply being alive. And with all of that, it seems like you will not be partaking in these festivities, rather kind of within yourself.
No, I think it's gonna be more like a little somber walk. Maybe like kicking a stone occasionally, or... Why are you laughing? She's gonna kick a stone out of anger or whatever. And as she's walking through all these people, just kind of like pushing her way through, I think usually her is very friendly and is, looking at everything, but it's just kind of like keeping her head on the ground and just trenching forward, going forward.
Yeah. As you kind of just keep your head down, as your hair kind of lifts off your head a little bit with some static electricity, people, even pirates, arm in arm, kicking out along to the tune of lutes and viols being played in taverns all across the city. Everyone that sees you, who may be trouble for you, kind of gets out of the way, acknowledging the residual field around you. As for easily an hour or two, you have to walk across the entirety of the arbor until you come back to Livenleen, onto the corner where the Triple S Tavern is.
I think I'm just gonna walk in. Well, is it closed for the night, I'm assuming?
No, if anything, this place is... The music is wrong, and I didn't expect this to happen. Currently, the Triple S Tavern is overflowing with people. You're able to see all of the Terraborgs currently within... All the Terraborgs that you have met so far within the tavern working overtime.
Is the Duke also working overtime?
I'm going to make a quick roll to see if the Duke is still working his shift. Give me 1 second here.
If he is, it's okay.
What a way to make a living. We're gonna do 1 through 9, Rahi already grabbed the Duke and are they're on their way. We're going to do 10 through 20. The Duke is working overtime. Her, as you walk into the tavern, as you are kind of like sliding in between people, you're keeping an eye out, and you're able to see like a lot of blue-skinned, water genasi. You're able to see the Terrorborgs working overtime, and then spinning triumphantly out of a back room where the kitchen is, you're able to hear, "We need more bread at table 9." Just rushing over. Hair in a ponytail. He has a white apron that is covered in food and like grease stains and like just spilled drinks as he's rushing a platter over to a table of pirates as the Duke is still here.
I think her's kind of like upset about everything, and she like knows the debt still needs to be repaid, and she sees the Duke doing his share, so she's just gonna hop right in and start helping out. Okay.
Awesome. Do you talk to the Duke before doing this?
I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, had a rough day. How can I help?" And that's it. I'm not gonna say anything else. Oh, actually, I probably should say, we have to be up bright and early. Just want to let you know.
You watch the Duke. The Duke has like a little bit of like a baggage like under his eyes as he looks to you. As his eyes kind of just like go wide, he's like able to. He just puts like bread and like bread and ale down at the table. As he then looks over to you and he's like, "We have to be up early in the morning."
Yep. Here, give me the next tray. Where does this need to go?
You take the empty tray away from him as he like grabs you like around the shoulder and begins walking you back towards the bar. The Duke looks to you and the Duke says, "I am not going to lie. I think the reason the Terrorborgs brought me onto their team is because this is the busiest day of the year."
Well, great.
It's the holiday rush.
Maybe if I help you, we'll get paid a little extra for this debt. All right?
Certainly. He calls over and goes, "Jasper, first bar. We need a medium smoke right now." As literally, like, you see Olive's parents whipping up drinks like so fast, cracking eggs, like separating yolks, all of this, and you just watch as one of them almost like this is experienced people that have been doing this for like a generation, just instinctively reaches behind, not even looking, grabs onto an apron and just chucks it over to you with perfect accuracy as you're able to kind of snatch it.
I grab it, put it on, start grabbing drinks, and then I'm like, where to, and like, just putting it to to random tables.
They look to you and they're just like, you watch as Feldspar and Jasper both go, "Right then, well, look, just bring them anywhere. They just want to drink things." As you just start rushing drinks back and forth. Give me a quick. Great. What check do you want to make for this?
Oh no, I wasn't planning on doing this, but this.
Give me what check do you think is associated with bartending?
Maybe like sleight of hand, being quick.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw.
7. Actually, I'm gonna flip my. No, I can't flip my coin. I gotta save my coin.
Her, as you grab a mug of ale, you rush it over to a table, and you see this pirate with like silvered chains, like all around, like drooping like down his like cloth, his like cloth covered chest. And as you like bring this ale over to him, what do you say?
I'm like, "Here's lovely sir," and I like go to hand him the drink.
Looks at you and goes, "Perfect. Where's my almonds to go along with it?"
Almonds? Let me just go pluck them right now. And I like run to the back.
He looks over to his crew and he goes like, "Oh, I'm getting myself some fresh almonds now, aren't I?" As you rush off. As you're just like grabbing shit, throwing stuff around, you and the Duke are at this for maybe 2-3 hours until there is a momentary lull. I'm talking like 10-15 minutes where you and the Duke are hunched over the bar like, "That was incredible. Thank you so much for coming over to help. I really appreciate that."
Yeah, of course. Gotta help a friend out.
Of course. Speaking of helping a friend out, you would never imagine who happened to stop by a few hours ago.
Is it Phoebe or is it Rahi?
That was Rahi. You have seen Rahi again, and you are still alive. I am so happy to hear she has controlled her anger.
Yeah. That's what we have to go do tomorrow morning.
What are we should get to? What are we going to do tomorrow?
We're going to Brigands Beach, friend.
The Duke looks at you and goes like, "The Brigands Beach."
Yes, we're gonna beat the shit out of each other. Doesn't that sound so nice?
I think it's called Brigands Bench, but
you know what?
maybe if JJ got a little place in Capsule to get a beach.
It's been a fucking day, okay?
You just waited tables for 3 hours. I'm surprised you're still standing, honestly.
Me too.
Well, if that is the case, there's in all likelihood, well, there is going to be a fight. We're dealing with Rahi here.
Yeah, I already kind of knew that. But thanks.
Excellent. I hope as he is going to say something, he stops himself and goes, "We shall see what happens in the morning then."
No. You're going to tell me what you were just about to fucking say.
He looks at you and goes, "Yes, ma'am. Brigands Bench operates in... They have ways of resolving conflicts, and if it is going to be a physical altercation to resolve things, well... There's a possibility that you will not be the only one fighting."
What do you mean?
I'm gonna make a quick...
You mean like me and Rahi, or like other people?
I'm gonna make a quick history check for the Duke. He just gotta beat a 12.
Okay.
He gets he easily beats that. He goes, "There are 3 different conditions for battles to occur in Brigands Bench.
Okay.
The first is called a squabble. It is a way for 2 parties to resolve things within the court system, if you could call it one. It is a 1 versus 1 fight.
Okay.
A duel, as I would call it in my country. The second is called a brawl. A brawl is a 3 versus 3 fight, where the defendant and the prosecutor, they both choose 2 champions to fight alongside them, and whoever is the last standing, those are the victors.
Okay.
The third is known as a battle. Now, a battle can be between 4 or 5 champions. And that is an event worth seeing.
So you saw Rahi. You better not be fighting for her.
If she names me her champion...
Nope, you're my champion.
May I say that you have some wonderful friends. It is very... And I am not sure how JJ is going to handle this, but I cannot guarantee that I will be fighting for you or against you. We shall see.
If you're not fighting for me, then I'll let your hands blow up.
Kind of like looks down at the bracelets still on his wrists and goes, "None of us are fighting to the death."
No, this is more about alliances here. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend. We need to understand that this is the way.
Well, friends also don't lie to each other. Friends don't put them through terrible circumstances. Friends communicate with one another.
Admittedly, as he kind of like realizes what you're saying and goes, "Admittedly, Rahi made me promise not to tell you anything for the fear of breaking your minds or, in her words, making things too easy on you."
Again, it sounds like you've already chosen a side.
I have chosen no side. What are you talking about? I am a neutral party here. And if it comes down to combat, I can promise I will not try to hurt you.
You hurt me? You hurt any of my actual friends? We're gonna have a serious talk after.
How many friends do you think, as he kind of like looks a little bit sad, he says this, how many friends do you think Rahi has in this city? She has burned many of her relationships and is going through favors right now to make this treasure hunt for you. If she calls me as her champion, I shall respond and I shall say yes, but that does not mean I side with her over you.
Have a good night. And I'm gonna walk away. As
you walk away, you just wordlessly walk away.
Yeah, I think, well, okay, I guess this goes back to more of like Olive and what Olive would have thought or decided. Would our room still be available or no?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna go up to my room.
How's the ice cube looking?
Yeah, I want to take a peek in the ice cube to see if I find anything.
You're able to see Coral with like winter gear on, just kind of like chiseling away at it, just kind of just like, "Oh, hi there.
Hey,
Miss Her, I believe.
you could just call me her. It's fine.
Her, pleasure to see you. It's odd.
Pleasure to see you too. Thanks for letting us stay here, crashing at your place. Very busy downstairs, but
Of course, yeah. And believe me when you say the next time you show up, we'll definitely pay you. We'll compensate you for whatever work you did.
yeah, sounds good. I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
Me and the Duke will be back. We have a little altercation at dawn, but after that, we will be back and we will be busting our asses off just for you to get paid.
Well, I never knew that pirates were so good at scheduling, but I guess I'll
Of
see you then
course.
tomorrow.
Did you see anything in this room or anything in particular? Rhyme's such a good friend of ours, and we're really, I don't know, we're all really upset about what happened.
Coral looks over at the block of ice and goes, anything more noteworthy than the fact that it's a block of ice
Well,
right now?
I didn't know if you were like, if there was anything in the ice or laying above it. I'm not sure.
Nothing that I can see, but if I pull anything out, I'll put it in your room for you.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Not a
Can I
problem.
do a quick investigation check to see?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, that's a good roll. That's only a 16.
A 16, so you're able to see, like, from the bed to, like, the center hallway so basically, imagine the room, the bed's off to the left side, there's, like, a dresser on the right side, and, like, there's, like, a main, like, open area when you walk in the door. There's a good, like, maybe 3 feet of ice covering up the bed and covering up the dresser, and about 3 feet of ice coming from the back wall. If there is anything inside of the room, it's going to take longer to get to it because of how much ice is in here.
Okay. Just gonna ask. I'm guessing you would not consider this to be a weather ability. I have an ability that lets me like move weather, like water stuff, like wind, whatnot. So I didn't know if I could potentially use that. But it's called Storm Guide, so I'm guessing not.
You know what? Because it's a physical object of ice, I'm going to say no.
that's fine.
Is that okay?
Just checking. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
What?
Cool.
Igloo's not a weather? Wow.
I don't know. It's ice. It's water. Technically,
is
it's an
just
aspect
ice.
of weather,
Yeah.
but
I'm being sassy to Drew, not to you.
Yeah.
Gab. You're
Okay, I know.
incredible.
Legs
You are
can't
too, Drew.
Legs can't cast spells. As Coral goes, well, if that's all you're gonna be needing, then I'm going to hop back to it. And Coral puts on basically like ski goggles. He puts the scarf back up. I think it's back chipping away at all of the ice.
I
Got the biggest ice pick you've ever seen.
if I did like some sort of lightning spell, would it help crack the ice?
Oh, fucking maybe. Let's see. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna do like lightning lore on. I guess I don't even really. I like don't fully go into my form. It just kind of happens.
Yeah.
It says the target has to do a strength saving throw,
It's a
but
fucking
it's just
wall,
a
it's
lash
fine.
of lightning energy strikes at one creature. So I was just thinking like if I could
Yeah,
slash
as
that part of the ice.
Sure, you're able to, as a strand of lightning comes out of your hand, it latches around an ice stalactite as you're able to pull it off of the wall and shatter it. As you Coral's, well, thank you very much, miss. I appreciate that.
Well, maybe I'll come help tomorrow and we can figure out if there's anything left in here.
It sounds like you might be going over into a fight. I'd recommend saving your magic for any kind of brawl that's
No,
gonna be happening.
afterwards.
Afterwards.
Don't worry
All right.
about
Well,
it.
if you're not too bruised and beaten, if I can heal you up, if you're willing to help me out, it'd be a fair trade.
Sounds good. Well, have a good night.
I'll be seeing you then.
And then, last thing, as I go into my room, I'm gonna take my remaining dagger out, and I'm just gonna start like playing around with it and like etching into the metal part of it.
Okay, no problem. You're able to take out a second smaller knife and just begin etching into the metal of the dagger.
Or I guess I could even like slash lightning, like just like slightly from like the tips of my fingers, slash lightning to make words.
You're able to like almost like a laser engraving go,
Yeah.
and like with lightning bolts chaining from each of your fingers to the palm of your hand, you're able to consciously etch something into the dagger. All right.
That'll be cool. Yeah.
Okay,
And then
killer.
I'll go right to bed.
As that finishes up, you're able to slam it, kind of like stab it into the table next to your bed as you then go off to sleep. Sound good? Excellent. We then cut over to our trio still within the tiger's eye, just kind of getting some food hanging around.
Mud is very, very twitchy. He's just like sitting in the corner of the booth being like,
twitching around.
Mud, if you want, I believe the workers here offer some relaxation services, if you think that would help.
How do they relax you?
I don't know, this is my first time here, but Gregor offered palm readings to some of us. I imagine I don't know, this is my first time here, but I imagine that I don't know.
It's something about massages too. You don't have to do that one.
Yeah.
But a palm reading would have some contact, but it would be less than a full-on massage. I've never received one, but if you would want to, if you think it could help.
I don't have any money.
Well, I think, have we been paying for the stuff, or have we been putting it on Rahi's tab? DM.
I think a tab has been opened. You guys can pay that
Right.
Yeah.
We can pay for it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Did I say anything while I was having a nightmare?
We weren't in the room.
Cool.
You did say fuck Tangleroot afterwards?
Right.
You don't have to dive into it if you don't want to.
That's pretty okay for him. His hair is also just like sticking up in every angle, like he's caked in mud, he's hunched in the corner. He's truly a little rat boy, just like in the corner of the booth, waiting for his food. Cause, Tangleroot fucking sucks, and it deserves to be burned to the ground. So.
We're
Yeah.
going there.
Is a
Okay.
check.
Oh.
9, 13. 13.
He means it with every fiber of his being.
No, yeah, but I was looking for some deeper.
Sure. Dang it, I keep rolling good, but I want to give you shit.
I mean, I can kind of tell that you're lying, but I'm not gonna press you for it.
No. He's not lying. He means Tangleroot needs to be burned to the ground. But I'll at least give you this. Tangleroot isn't exactly the focus of his rage and all that.
Yeah.
You're going to Tangleroot, and this is like the first time Mud will make eye contact with you and hold it.
Well, yeah, we're trying to. I mean, we've got a long list of things to figure out, but our friend Arthur, and and his crew and my crew, all kind of got taken, and we figured out are being held there. So we're hoping to go spring them at some point.
I could help you get there.
Yeah.
I may have, and he gets, like, real small.
Oh.
I've been there.
Oh.
And I have, somebody I need to... I don't know about this. I'm real bad at keeping secrets and stuff. I just need to fucking kill /Claw. That's what I need to do. And it's what I'm going to do.
Do we know who that is?
Ooh.
I would say, Cowrie and Olive, you can give me a history check with advantage.
With pleasure.
I'll say that you both have seen the name, but what you know of them, like what has been described, will depend on this roll.
11.
15.
15. Olive, you're aware that they are a slaver lord. You're aware that they are a druid. You're aware that they're from Tangleroot. Cowrie, you would be aware of basically everything that has been described, along with the mithril double barrel shotgun, and the fact that Slash Claw is a shifter.
So, Slash Claw is in Tangleroot. That's who. Do you think that's who has?
Oh yeah, you would also know that definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
You both know that Slash Claw is from Tangleroot, definitely.
Yeah.
If you're a druid, you're sent there.
Yeah, our friend Arthur and his friend Eden are both druids.
Are they good druids?
I think
powerful?
We don't know Eden that well, but Arthur's a good druid.
Yeah.
I don't mean morally, I mean power-wise.
I mean, I haven't met a lot of druids.
Can he grow stuff?
Yes, he.
He'll probably, yeah.
Yeah, he's very skilled at growing things on our ship.
Cool. He'll probably not be killed then, so you have some time. Is the air dry in here, or is it just me?
Well, I'll tell you that any help you need getting a Slash Claw, I will absolutely provide it. And it's nice that our goals kind of align.
Yeah, that's really fucking convenient. I also, and for the first time, like, you see him, like, spinning a ring on his finger. It's on his middle finger of his left hand. I know a route, that we could maybe take. It probably be pretty, I don't know how dangerous. It was pretty dangerous for me, but we don't like have to hug the coast of the mop. We can just, you know, do a thing.
Ooh. I mean,
No, go ahead.
I didn't have much to say. You can go.
We don't go into the mop because then we die. We all die.
We don't have to plan this right this second. We still have some things to do here, but once...
Where did your one friend go? Where did your other friend go? Where did the Leonin go?
Oh, it's probably past his bedtime. He probably went to bed.
Number one, you guys are able to hear the very iconic of Yorda just passed out in a room upstairs, and you're able to see that Yorda, Skylar has been just sitting at the table with you guys this whole time, and you guys just have not.
Like the camera pans over.
No, but it's more like you. But it isn't like you guys just haven't been talking to her. It's more like you guys look over, you're like, fucking Jesus!
Oh,
like,
God.
you just, like you guys have not noticed her.
We're very sneaky.
Yeah, but I am going to kill Slash Claw.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
yeah.
I'll get you in there, but, you know, if you're trying to be sneaky, that's fine. We can split up there. But, no, that's what I'm going to do.
Well, if you want help, we're all... I think we would all like to see a Slaver Lord dead, so...
Mud will look down at his hands and then glance at you guys and then be like, so what, do you guys like to do anything for fun, or are you just weird usually? And this is his very, very clumsy attempt to make small talk.
Well,
he's just like
weird.
staring above your shoulder, like like 1,000-yard stare.
Well, we're weird even when we're having fun. That is 100% of the time. But I could play music and we could dance, or we could play thumb war, we could play arm wrestle.
I don't want to dance.
We don't have, we can sing. we can
I-
not do that if you don't.
Yeah, sorry, I don't really like music. I know you like music, but I don't like it.
Well, that's fine. You should know that we
Cowrie's like white knuckled.
Cowrie is just deeply confused. It doesn't
You
really
don't
compute.
like
It's just like
music.
I didn't know people could do that. Like, just never considered it at all.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good. Then you'll be cheering us on in the Battle of the Bards.
Is that a fight, like a real fight, or is it like a you sing at each other kind of fight?
I think both.
Yes.
I can help with that. I'm not a very good druid. But I can fight. So if you need help, he's just like looking everywhere.
You don't have to participate if you don't want to.
I don't have any money, so I should probably start earning money if I'm gonna be with people. Because eating is fun. Yes. Is the food coming? And he'll just like kind of like look.
Gregor, the orc companion serviceman here, comes over with a big platter and goes, "And I believe the potato skins go here," and just puts down like all kinds of like appetizers of just comfort foods, nice fried slices of meat. Yes, Gab.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yes, just everything. Your fried cheese and a loaf of bread and ale for the table.
I just love that our go-to is just appetizers.
Yeah.
What apps do you have?
Let's be bad. Let's be bad.
Very bad. If I get fries, will you share fries? I know you'll have fries if I have fries.
And I will say that as you guys just kind of begin to eat mud, you are actually able to clock. And I'm actually going to say, Cowrie and I'll give me a quick insight check.
There we go. 17.
5.
At 5, Cowrie, you're just kind of like in your own mind palace. Like
Doesn't
musical.
like music.
Yeah, musical notes. It's like no music. As you're like, can this person be on the ship? Like, how can this even happen? Olive, you're able to catch Mud. You just kind of see this. I almost said Yorda. Fuck. Skylar nudges your arm, Mud, and looks at you. And Olive, you're able to see Skylar's lean tail moving back and forth. Skylar looks you dead in the eyes, Mud, and just nods her head towards you.
I don't know what this means. He
Her
says that out loud, looking at her.
Her eyes kind of like shoot open as she looks back and forth, as like both of you look over to see Mud say that.
Sorry, I don't know. I was talking about something else. Ooh, look at this speck of dust right here.
Skylar looks at you, Mud, and then looks to the rest of the table and goes, "I don't want to be rude. I just wanted to throw my hat into the conversation. I've been sitting here very quietly."
You could have spoken whenever.
I understand. I did not want to interrupt. Being quiet is kind of my thing. You look familiar. Looking at you, Mud.
Can I look at her and look at her stuff?
Yes, you can.
Do I get advantage on this?
You would give me a history check with advantage, yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, my ADHD brain was like, let's fill the silence, just the tits.
We've been doing this for fucking...
That's all that's filled. That's whenever
what'd you
there's
get?
quiet. Hang on, I'm figuring it out. I didn't have D&D open.
You didn't have D&D open.
You didn't have D&D open.
Well, we haven't been playing. Hey guys, welcome to Rulebook Optional. We're gonna start the session now.
I forgot. What is this?
History.
Could it be nature?
No.
Damn it. It's just an 11 then.
Just an 11? You've heard... as you kind of look and you see like the lightning bolts kind of shaved into the sides of her head, and you're like, thinking more about that lean-in you passed out next to only a couple hours ago. You understand like the similarities between them are close to you in a way. You can't remember a name, you can't remember a purpose, but you're like these two people, I can remember more of them. And Skylar, look, as you kind of like put that together, it's very vague, and I apologize. As Skylar looks to you and goes, even though it was many months ago, the business in Nature's Pillars and what they would do to druids, I apologize for what befell you.
Yeah, well... They didn't get a very good one, did they? I don't know why you're apologizing. You're not the one who put the collar around my throat. It's just like scratching at a piece of wood. Of a table.
Kind of scratching as Skylar just goes, perhaps soon there will be no more good ones or bad ones. There will be no slaves anymore.
I mean, maybe no new ones.
Skylar looks and goes, she closes her eyes and goes, correct. And as she leans back and crosses her arms and puts her hood back up, you guys don't have to notice her anymore if you don't want to, as she just kind of fades into the background a little bit.
Mud will pass her a mozzarella stick.
You watch as a claw pierces it and it disappears into the darkness of the hood.
You're supposed to bite it and stretch out the cheese. Like this. Ow.
Yeah, you watch Mud going from like an awkward, like a socially weird kind of guy, immediately just being the fucking hot tamale of food knowledge of how to eat properly. As all this food needs to be devoured.
Like it isn't as frantic and like borderline. Like in his nightmare, it was like borderline grotesque how much food he was putting into his mouth. It's much slower pace now, but it does not stop.
Okay. Constant stream of food just going into the gullet. As you guys sit and eat, you're able to finish your meals. Is there anything else that wants to happen in the Tiger's Eye?
If I can, I'd like to flag Gregor over real quick.
Gregor walks over to you and goes, yes, how can I help you?
I apologize. I know it's late, and I don't want to keep you all up longer than you have to, but you mentioned palm readings. Is that still an option tonight?
Oh, yes, of course. Let me go and grab Serena. I believe she'll be better versed in this.
All right, Kara, you expressed interest. Would you be interested in getting one as well? You're muted. You're muted, my friend.
Sorry, I had food in my mouth. Yeah, sure.
Mud, Skylar, would you like to partake? We would cover it, of course. We'd put it on our tab.
I hear that if you want people to be more comfortable around you, you should take interest in their interests, so I will try.
All right. Skylar?
I'm not one for prophecies.
All right, then 3 palm readings then, if you don't mind, Gregor. Thank you.
All right, not a problem then.
Gregor steps off, and you are then able to see, give me one hot second, as I want to keep the calm vibes going. Perfect. We'll get over the tavern music in a little
that music
bit.
slapped. I love that.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, we'll go over to that once you guys get to the place that you're going to. As you guys are able to watch as adorned in a pink and purple gown, walking on their hind legs, a gray house cat tabaxi woman named Serena. Gold link in their ear. You're able to see, like, you know, grayish black fur, like spotted around, along with white and green eyes, like the irises are like segmented in that way. As this tabaxi woman is able to approach your table after talking to Gregor and goes, "Well, hello. I have been told you have wanted to have a palm reading."
Yes, if it's all right. The three of us, I say, pointing to the three of us. Serena, was that your name?
Serena, yes.
I hold my hand out to her. My name is Olivine. It is a pleasure to meet you.
As again, a very smooth pawed tabaxi hand shakes your hand and gives a greeting to the rest of you before looking and looks over to Skylar. Like Skylar's snout kind of moves a little bit up towards Serena as you watch as on the back of Serena's neck her hair is kind of and just kind of stand up a little bit as you just kind of hear from underneath Skylar's hood.
She's barely with us, so you won't have to worry about her.
Skylar
We
says
met
nothing.
her today.
Can I do an insight check on this shit?
Sure, go right ahead.
I'll do that.
Yeah, why not?
Cocked.
Ooh,
Aw,
Still on the music thing.
I got
that's a
it.
6.
I got a 22.
22. Olives, you're kind of like looking back and forth. You realize that Skylar's whole vibe of, in a way, like the fear-centered, like psychological warfare of being a rogue and like being cloaked in shadow and constantly kind of moving and manipulating and getting information, everything like that. You realize that that is ideologically opposed to everything that is happening in this building right now. And especially for a pun, they're just being catty towards each other in terms of like the idea of very much like prophetic, very calm, very healing to Skylar's lifestyle of being incredibly secluded and very stealthy and very I guess you could say isolated in a way. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As Serena goes,
Well then, we can begin whenever you are ready. Who wishes to go first?
I can go first.
extends her paws out towards you, Kaori.
I give her my hand with the new bracelet on it.
The new bracelet. All of you are able to watch as it jingles and jangles as a claw extends out from Serena's hand and begins to gently trace it over the creases in your palm. As Serena says to you, "This is not your average palm reading, as many people will claim things such as the line of life, the line of faith, the line of luck. I am not one to believe in these things, as I believe the palms of a person with which they do their work can tell a story of their past, their present, and their future. Do you wish to know of your future, Kaori?"
Yeah.
Begins tracing across the horizontal, the vertical, and after maybe 10, 20 seconds or so, looks at you and goes, "I see a future in which wealth will follow in your path if you continue the trail you are on."
All right.
Serena then looks and goes, "But what that means to you, that is for your interpretation."
Gotcha.
She kind of perches up and goes,
Who will be next?
I offer my hand to her.
as offers over. Let me just make sure I have everything here that I need really quickly. Just making sure that I'm giving you the right information. Oh, come on, baby. I'm so planned.
Planned.
Takes your hand, Olive, and with a motion begins trailing over your hand like a rolling barrel of a wave, and after 10-20 seconds goes,
The ocean is said to be cruel, but it simply is. One must only learn the waves to understand it.
Learn the waves to understand it?
Yes.
Hmm.
But what that means is up to your interpretation.
Thank you, Serena.
Of course.
I will think about that.
Looks over to you, Mud. Kind of notices.
Mud earlier had asked for a glass of water, had dunked his hand in it, and tried to clean it off.
Aw.
Before he like gave it to this person.
Serena, arms kind of tucked towards her chest, goes,
I appreciate that gesture. Thank you.
Okay.
Gently extends her hands to you.
Okay.
Trailing her claw across your hand, circling around the calluses near your point of grip. She comes away and she says to you, She kind of squints for a second as she's a bit taken aback, like she has learned something unexpected as she goes,
One can plant seeds for any reason, but only through patience and love will they yield.
What the fuck?
she looks to you and she goes,
A message which not even I understand, but perhaps will make sense to you in time.
Okay, cool.
All right.
she looks on and she goes, "Rrr." And she kind of like, she stands back up, very long cat body, and goes,
Will there be anything else?
No, I don't believe.
the fuck is this?
We want a better view.
Zoom in on the dick.
I can't zoom in anymore. There's a little thing right here. What is this?
What is happening?
It's a little off. It's a little us from like 4 fucking sessions ago.
Why is it in there?
Not a goddamn clue. All
That's
right.
art.
Can you remove the fog from it so we can see it?
No, I can't. There's no. Staying focused and on track, Serena then, and then begins trotting away.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
As she leaves, Skylar goes,
Well, I think I'm going to get to bed, as I don't want to miss the show tomorrow.
Yes, that would be wise for all of us to get some rest. We have an early day ahead of us.
Well, good night then.
as Skylar stands up and she goes,
And thank you for the conversation.
and you watch her see, as she fully like 20-foot verticals up to the second floor and just jumps into a room, and then the door shuts behind her.
That was kind of cool.
It was very, very impressive, I have to admit. I don't know why she closed the door. We're all going to the same room, but...
Yeah.
Oh. Forgot about that.
We'll meet her up there, I guess. She wants first dibs.
Yeah. She gets her first pick of the beanbag. I understand.
And once we get up there, I do want to probably cannot leave a note for her, but I am going to on like a piece of parchment. Actually, I'm just gonna go to Olive and be like, "Can you write her's name on this piece of parchment, please?"
Of course. Do you want me to?
Thank you.
Do you want me to write her a message?
Yeah, just that we hope that she got back safe and that to hopefully try and get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, of course I will write that out. And are there people still like working? Is there someone like working the bar right now?
Yeah.
Or, I would just go to the bar. Excuse me?
Harlan comes over.
Oh, yes. How can I be of service?
Could you get this to our Ergenasi friend if she comes by at some point tonight?
But of course, yes.
As he just kind of takes it and tucks it into a little pocket onto his apron.
And I say, oh, and sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Could you give her this with that too? And I'm going to take one of the birthstones that I bought earlier. I'm going to take the aquamarine and put it with it. Give her and just like I'm just gonna take the paper and like smush it up around the rock and give it back to Harlan.
Harlan looks and goes, "You are incredibly sweet. Of course I will deliver this to her." Takes it from you, crumples it, takes it perfectly crumpled and puts it in his pocket.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Harlan. Have a good night. Oh, we should we close our tab or should we do that in the morning? I'm asking either of you anymore.
We could get breakfast in the morning before we go.
All right,
Can
that sounds good.
Can I have like 3 apples?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yes.
You can ask him. Don't ask us.
I
see.
was, but then you guys responded, so I was just gonna go with it.
3 apples in a bowl. Slide
To be
across
fair,
the bar to you.
Mud, the way Mud is played, he's not clear about anything. It's hard to see who he's looking at.
3 apples in a bowl, right over to you. As you guys are able to head off to your room, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Room. As you guys head off to the room, you guys are able to open up the door and see that the window on the 2nd floor has been opened and Skylar is not in the room.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
As she is gone, do all of you go to sleep?
Yeah. Before I go in the room, I just like catch Kaori by their wrist real quick, and just say, for the record, some point soon I would like to hear you play. It's been a while.
Of course. Yeah. Have to practice for the Battle of Bards.
Oh, I don't think you need practice.
Well, I'll do it anyway.
Good night,
Bye.
Kaori.
Good night. Good night, Mud.
Mud will sit in the corner, and for as long as he can, he will just take the smallest bites of the apple until he gets so tired he falls asleep sitting up.
Aw, little guy.
Oh, buddy.
With a and with that, Olive, anything before bed?
Nope, that's it.
As you guys all begin to rest, we cut back over to. Oh yes, what's up?
Real quick, I give stuff to the bag man.
Yes, excellent. What do you give the bag man?
I give the bag man some underwear I got at the Moon Festival that
Perfect.
her gave to me.
What kind of small clothes you give him? Top or bottom?
I throw in the bag like a green like bandeau.
Bando?
It's like a strapless thing.
Oh, excellent. You just hear as a hand emerges out of the bag.
Give it to him.
Can't forget about the bag, man.
Cannot forget about the bag man because he will take us.
As the
Yep.
as the strapless kind of wrap around it disappears, you just hear as then you are then able to just see a just a thumbs up comes out of the bag.
Hey, it's nice, right? It's a good color.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's my friend. He lives there. And I have to give him things or else he might kidnap us in the night.
That doesn't. Listen, I'm no connoisseur on friendship, but that doesn't seem like a friendship to me.
I'd talk to him about it, but I don't think he can.
He can't talk?
He makes noises.
He
And
makes
expresses
noises
emotions.
and has you give him shit or else he'll hurt you?
Well, not hurt us. He just like wants friends. He just wants like stuff.
There is a lot to explain, and I promise we will.
Good night.
Good night.
And as you
Good night.
as you guys drift off to sleep, where do we find you?
I think I wake up 3 hours before the fight to make sure I get there in time.
Where do you sleep? Oh, you sleep in the room. You sleep in the room, right? Yes.
I sleep at the triple F. Yeah,
I did the triple S. Yes.
Triple F.
Yeah, sorry, not the triple F. Jeez,
Yes.
could you imagine?
Hello.
Triple S.
Traitor!
Just wake up to Greta Schuster and be like, "Did you sleep well?"
Would you like any cinnamon rolls?
I could get you a warm towel.
And as you all drift off to sleep, the Brigands Bench appointment mere hours away, we are going to take a quick break before cutting over to Brigands Bench. Sound good?
Yes.
All right, awesome. We all having a good time?
Yes.
Yes. I would assume the gorilla noises mean yes, so that's wonderful. So yeah, so everybody that's watching right now, thank you so much. We appreciate that. We're going to be back in like probably 5 minutes. Go to the bathroom, go get food, and we'll see you then.
So I go back to the Tiger's Eye. I walk in. I want to see if there's somebody in the front area, the reception area.
Yes, you were able to see Tourmaline go, "Oh, hello. Welcome back."
Hi. Could we just get some breakfast going for my friends for when they wake up?
Yes, of course.
And could you get them a wake-up call in the next hour and a half?
Do you want the wake-up call in an hour and a half?
Yes,
or
so
just
sorry,
any
not
time?
yes, in an hour and a half. That'd be great.
Okay, yes, absolutely.
Actually, how long does it take to get to Brigands Bench from here?
About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, 2 hours walk, most likely.
Okay, can you wake them up in 30 minutes?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Yes, and so Harlan's able to cook up some eggs and some sausages, some bagels, a good protein-filled breakfast for you guys. As
I'm gonna go. Can I ask Gregor? Gregor,
Yeah.
are those freshly squeezed orange juice? Is that freshly squeezed?
Only the best here for everyone.
Good, just checking.
Of course.
Orange juice is squeezed. You guys are able to just hear an easy...
Oh, Mud is dying. Mud is dying.
My God, does he need CPR? He choked
No,
on an
I
apple
just
in his
inhaled
sleep.
my apple. I was still in my mouth when I fell asleep.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, sleep apples will do that to you.
Mm-hmm. A very common occurrence here, sadly. I was told, as you guys are actually all to wake up and you see on a one of the large beanbag chairs, you're able to see that Skylar returned and is curled up into a little ball, just sleeping.
Wake her up.
And I'm assuming Yorda is snoozing soundly.
Oh yeah, he's been asleep for like 12 hours.
They'll have each other. They'll know where to find us. I think we let them rest.
Can I run upstairs?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna run up,
Okay, you run up.
like stomping on the floor, you know, all that stuff. Rise and shine, friends! We got a battle to get to.
We're awake.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good. Just checking. Oh, you good?
I swallowed the apple that was in my mouth when I fell asleep.
Well, good thing there's breakfast downstairs. We're gonna need all the hands we can get, hearty meals, and then we got an hour and a half walk to Brigands Bench, just in time for the sunrise.
It's like a
Mud
New York tour
races
guide.
past you down the steps.
Immediately down to the breakfast. Awesome.
Heard, did someone hand you a note?
No, they didn't.
Oh, we left a note for you at the bar.
Oh, well, I'll have to go ask, but thank you. Do you think we need Skylar for this?
I think given our track record, we should invest in a buddy system. So I think the siblings should have each other.
Sounds good. You're correct. That sounds good. Okay, great.
Thank you for ordering breakfast. That was very kind.
Yep. Things to do, places
Yes,
to be.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
Of course, we'll get right to it, and I will head downstairs.
You guys head downstairs as you guys, as Mud is already chowing down on eggs and sausage links and everything. As you guys are able to sit down at the table, Harlan comes over to you again. Elven man walks up to you, her, and goes, "And for you, miss, a special note from your friends," and hands you a full, like, the wide, basically wide ceramic coffee cup full of cappuccino. Hands you that, and then he pulls out of his pocket a little crumpled up note with something inside.
oh, great. I'll take that, and I'll be like, oh, thank you so much. This is really nice. And this is a cappuccino?
Coffee, yes.
Coffee. Oh, great. just what I needed this morning. Some more energy. Perfect. Thank you.
He winks at you, he nods, and he turns and walks away.
Don't do that. Sorry, I'm just getting out of a nasty relationship.
Harlan immediately, he's like, his eyes are, he's like, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have presumed. I mean, this is
No, it's my bed. No, you're fine.
No,
you're
no,
fine.
he kind of
Thank you so much.
He comes over, he kind of like crouches down a little bit. He's like, no, that's on me. I should have checked in before. I'm sorry.
I like not cringe, but I like shrivel up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. Yeah. Thank you for breakfast and for the note.
Oh my god. Oh, of course. Excellent.
As I open the note, is there anything inside?
It basically just says like, hope you got back safe. Please sleep well.
Sounds good.
From like Gary. And it has a little aquamarine stone. It's wrapped around it.
Oh.
And you can consider that your bardic inspiration, by the way.
Oh, yay! Thank you.
It is written in Olive's handwriting.
Yeah.
And I go, well, thank you, both of you. This is really sweet. I'm gonna... Maybe I'll make a little necklace or something out of this. It's really pretty. Ooh. And I put it into my pocket so I don't lose it.
You could do that here if you wanted before we leave.
I currently have no money, but thank you so much.
We can cover it. We have a tab going. We haven't closed yet. Yes, of course.
Okay. I do have 15 gold. Maybe that will be enough. And so I'll go to the...
We will cover it, her. We will cover it.
Okay, thanks. I'll go up to the front and then see if they can make it into a necklace.
You go up to the front to see if they can make it into a bracelet or a necklace. Necklace. As you go up, they look at you and they go. Tourmaline goes, a simple 2 gold pieces to craft that for you.
I will have given her 2 gold. To pay for it.
2 gold to pay for it. You're able to craft it into a wonderful necklace. As Tourmaline also looks and goes, and I assume that will be all for your stay at the Tiger's Eye?
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent. Your tab closed out. It will be 15 gold total for all the services provided.
I can cover that.
We can. The 2 of us can split it.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
We've been traveling for a while.
Damn. You could buy so much food with that.
I recommend gambling at the well. It's like free money, basically.
You just have to know a few people. You might have to battle a few people, but yeah, you're gonna walk out loaded.
I don't know anyone.
All right.
You know us, and we maybe can't go back there actually. So that's probably not.
Probably not for a while.
Yeah.
Kari, if you give 10, I can give 5.
Sure.
Wonderful.
All right. As you guys pay up, do you begin heading over to Brigands Bench? Anything else you want to do before you head over?
I think we just grab some food, I guess.
Oh yeah, you guys can take out boxes, all that.
We get to go boxes.
So much.
Go boxes.
Exactly.
Breakfast burritos.
Yeah. I've got like 8 muffins.
Oh, well, awesome. Complimentary.
Also, just Mud did this in his sleep, but he'll prepare his spells for the day.
Oh yeah.
I'll also leave a note for Yorda and Skylar that just says, meet us back at the Triple S Tavern. Love her.
Aww. All swirly and everything. Absolutely
all
wonderful.
All swirly and everything.
Perfect. As you guys are able to begin heading back over towards Livenline, this is your 3rd time making this walk in one day.
My calves are huge. They're just pure muscle.
Looks like you got grapefruits in them.
Bam.
You might want to go to the vet because those calves are sick. God damn. As you guys...
All the better to kick Rahi with.
Do I go up a level because I've lost so much?
Under no circumstance.
Does your strength sword go up?
If anything, be happy I don't give you a level of exhaustion because you basically walked like 20 miles in like 6 hours.
You know what? On the way there, I would have use some spell slots to get myself like 60 feet further, but that's about it.
Okay. So
or
everyone
it could
here,
have been levitating and just levitating.
that is
the entire
true.
way.
So everyone here, you're able to take a long rest. Regain all your stuff. If you've burned anything this morning, that's been burned, but I just want to let you know, make sure everyone's healed up, okay?
You're
Okay, perfect. With that, you guys begin the trek back to Live and Lean again. Parades and wonderful displays of celebration all throughout the city as you then pass by the Triple S Tavern. As you're all able to look inside, the Duke no longer being within the tavern. He has moved somewhere.
That son of a bitch.
As you guys are, as you guys continue further into Live and Lean, I'm going to say that Cowrie and all of you would actually know where this place is and are able to lead her and Mud that way. And tucked within some overlapping shanty buildings close by to the rubble where Emmons Tower once stood, you're able to see a building rarely and strangely kind of free of growths above it. Like no buildings were built a lot like on top of this structure, because it has a triangle roof, like a slanted roof essentially. It is 3 stories tall, and it has 4 spiral staircases, 2 on either side of a simple like wooden doorway leading in, spiraling towards the roof, almost like holding and supporting the upper structure. As you're able to see, at least what we can call in our own world, it almost looks like a shanty version of a courthouse, as you guys are standing outside of Brigands Bench.
Ready to get through this, everyone?
Yeah. Is there
Also-
anything that
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if there was anything that we should like cast beforehand to be like ready? I don't know if people have things.
Probably mage armor, for the both me and Olive. Also, we all might be battling. It could just be me and Rahi. So, just so everybody prepares.
For sure.
The
Just
Duke will probably be battling against us, it looks like, as he wasn't there. Yep, what a great friend, right?
We'll hit him super hard.
Good.
Well, yeah, we've fought him once.
Yeah.
He likes to run away, doesn't he? Anyway.
Let's go inside. I don't know how to respond to that.
Yep, let's go.
As you guys are able to step inside, what you're then able to see, as I will get it all prepared here, as you can put your tokens wherever you believe they would fit the best. However, we can say that you guys are right there. As you guys are able to walk in, and you are able to see the first section of Brigands Bench, which is a wide, packed tavern. Wide packed tavern, a bar to your right, tables littering. You're able to see pirates taking up almost every single seat, a wide, diverse cast of characters of all races and sexes and species in here. Beyond where the bar is, behind a half stone wall, an empty, not necessarily barren, but much more open environment. One where you're able to see a long stretch of table with almost like dinner, like plate arrangements on the side. You're then able to see, actually, let me just get some of these people. I don't know where they're gonna be when you guys actually kick all this off. I'll get Rahi and I'll get the Duke out of here and just kind of move them around. What you're able to see, this dinner arrangement on the left side, you're able to see 2 desks on either side of the entryway past the half wall. You're able to see an elevated desk structure with different podiums laid out with a red couch on the back, with a private walled off seating area on the far right side of the bar. With all of that, you guys are able to watch as crack, as Rahi knocks an orcish man out completely, jaw shattered, as he hits the floor and begins to kind of sputter. He's alive, certainly alive, as you guys are able to watch an old, grayed, like, tall and willowy tiefling, gavel in hand. You see that she has a low-cut shirt with a chest tattoo of a blind woman with scales. as she goes, excellent, excellent. The defendant rests. She is not an asshole. Wonderful. Anything to say in your defense? As you watch this old tiefling woman kind of lean forward over her bench as the sputtering orcish man just isn't able to say anything because of his broken jaw and goes, then the court rules in favor of the defense. Case dismissed. Bailiff claps her hands twice as you guys are able to watch as a dwarven man gets up out of a chair, grabs onto this person, and begins dragging his body out of the courtroom section, blood trailing behind him towards the door.
Oh God! Okay.
I clear a path if they're coming this way.
You guys clear out of the way.
Yeah.
You are able to see this old dwarf, big salt and pepper beard, a large warhammer in his hand, dragging this orcish man behind him out the door. And you're able to see that this orcish man, just typical black oily hair and a ponytail behind his head. You're able to see kind of bigger tusks, green skin, just kind of getting pulled out. Just some kind of brawl broken out in the center of all this, as you guys are able to watch as all of the patrons of the tavern begin to go, excellent, yes, yar, wonderful, and just begin to applaud the display.
Wow.
Well, that better not be me.
It won't be.
It won't.
You'll kick her ass.
Precisely.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this over with.
All right, we're behind you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll lead everyone as we walk over to Rahi.
Perfect. As you guys, you lead them up. As this seemingly bailiff, dwarvish man returns to his station. You guys are able to approach this kind of half wall. Do you say anything? Do you call out to Rahi as Rahi kind of like looks over? Wings kind of shrink down a little bit. Rahi looks at you, her, and just kind of, and gives you like a nod of almost like respect that you actually showed up.
No, I don't say anything. Is the Duke there?
Give me a quick perception check of the bar area.
Can I give her the help action?
Yes, you may. In fact, everyone here can roll that if you want.
Yeah, please let me know, because I only rolled a 6.
Oh, I got a 5.
Oh, no.
I got a 23.
23.
Thank God.
Excellent. Cowrie, you're able to look over to the left as you walk in, and you are able to see, sitting now in his proper adornments of red and gold, kind of laced up, fancy, noble clothing, rapier at his side, hat on top of his head. You're able to see the Duke sitting in the bar, as the Duke stands and just waves at you guys as you guys walk in.
I point him out to her. I'm like, there he is.
Everybody, he's not our friend today.
Oh.
We will discuss this after the fact.
You guys have a lot of friends.
I turn to the Duke and I'll just shout across the bar. Which side are you on?
Whatever side, as he just doesn't have any kind of response. He doesn't know what to say, as he thinks that anything he says is going to be wrong.
Well, that's already the wrong answer, and I will just keep walking forward.
I mouth to the Duke, I'm sorry.
I say to him, boo. Boo.
But just gives him a very confused, like, hi.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you, Olive. Cowrie, you stabbed me in the heart. As you guys walk over. As you guys are all actually able to hear Rahi go, hey! Don't be mean to the Duke. No one be mean to the Duke.
He started it.
He did. He did. Actually, you started it, but it's fine.
Rahi kind of turns back. You're able to see a stone throne right in front of this judge's table. Rahi plants a boot up, kind of steps up. You guys are able to see her look at this old kind of graying tiefling and go, you see what I gotta deal with? You see why we have to do this today? As it goes, as JJ's able, as you're able to watch this old gray tiefling go, you will hear no objection from me. Well, I think there's only one way to resolve this then, correct? As Rahi goes, I think so. As JJ goes, well, you don't make the rules. I make the rules. So, let's see what happens then. Looks to all of you walking in and goes, come, come. I believe court's about to be in session. As you guys are able to walk in, feel free to place your tokens wherever you see fit, as this place has seemingly been cleared out. You guys are able to see a kenku off to the left side of this little judge's bench. Just go and just begin clacking away, just kind of recording everything that's being said onto with their like kind of clawed hands dripping in ink, kind of scratching at just like pieces of parchment.
Where would it be like appropriate? Like, what exactly are like? I know what we're seeing, but like, I guess I wouldn't know what's going on. But what does each side of the courtroom supposed to resemble? Or
this is very informal. Just place your token wherever you deem it appropriate.
Sounds good.
It seems like this is a personal favor done by the judge for Rahi, and that like the usual kind of proceedings of all of this have kind of been taken out of proportion. Makes sense? You guys watch as this officially gavelled woman looks over to you, scale of justice on her chest, and goes, "So do you know why you've been brought here today?"
No, but I could potentially make a guess.
Okay. Excellent. Do you all know who I am?
No.
No.
Can I make a history check?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you and Cowrie can make history checks with advantage, yes.
With an advantage. Let's go. You do 19.
A 19?
16.
You both, whether you have been here, that is up to you. And I'll just give you some insight on Brigands Bench overall. Brigands Bench is a place where pirates come to resolve disputes when they believe that whatever kind of hostile interaction is taking place cannot be resolved between them through violence or words. This is a place where third parties get involved to moderate combats, discussions, negotiations of the like. And you guys would know the Kenku transcribers name. You would know them as Buttons. You would know the Dwarvish bailiff as Evertor, and you would everyone would know the judge as she sits back in her plush red velvet throne as the judge, jury, and executioner of justice. But that's too much of a mouthful, so her name is shortened to JJ.
That's so cool.
That's so good.
As she then looks back over to you and goes, "Well, my name is JJ, and I am here to moderate things. And I'm doing this as a personal favor to Rahi here, who has jumped the queue on many cases which must be presided over. There is much justice to be dispatched. But this seems incredibly important. So, what is going to happen here? I'm going to get consent from both parties. Hopefully. I believe you would want to be referred to as her, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. Do you believe this can be resolved non-violently?
Yeah, I think it could be resolved non-violently.
Excellent. Buttons, strike that from the record. Rahi, do you believe this can be resolved non-violently? As
Hold
Rahi
up,
goes,
why'd you strike that from the record?
as Rahi goes, "The judge is talking, Charlotte. The judge is talking."
Don't call me that.
Okay, her, Jesus, looks back over to JJ and goes, "Resolved? No. But the air needs to be cleared, certainly." As JJ goes, "Then it seems that a non-lethal brawl must take place to have the air be cleared. Let's hear what the jury has to say." What does the jury say? As she calls out to the entire tavern as they all go, "Hooray!" As they all begin to raise their glasses in support of an oncoming fight. I love democracy. With all of that.
Democracy, what?
With all of that, she looks at you, she goes like, "I don't need to get, hey, you see this gavel? I don't need to get words right, all right? I slam this and people say jump and I say yes."
Do you jump then? Or
Maybe.
Are we supposed to jump?
If you want. Sure.
I jump.
You hit the gavel. If you strike the gavel and
Wait.
tell us to jump, we'll jump.
She didn't say to jump though, so I think maybe we lose this Simon Says battle right now.
Who is Simon?
Oh, it's a game we used to play back in Nature's Pillars.
Nature's Pillars. Writing it down.
JJ goes fully into Thieves' Cant and starts talking to you, Cowrie, and goes like, "You get this, right? Like, this makes sense to you."
Yeah.
Exactly, yes, of course. Switches back over into
Democracy.
Democracy, indeed. Switches back over to common and goes, perfect. Now, we have rules here because we can't just be animals beating the shit out of each other. We are sophisticated beings in a democracy beating the shit out of each other. There are 3 ways this can go.
Are you gonna let me answer this time when you give us the 3 options, or is it gonna be straight from the record again?
JJ kind of looks to you. She kind of like spins her gavel in her hand as she goes, a fair objection. Therefore, the rules of this duel will be decided by the defense. As Rahi goes, what the fuck? And just like shocked and goes, you watch as JJ is able to point her gavel over towards Rahi, slam it twice and go, objection! And you guys are able to watch as Rahi, what the? And as Rahi is silenced and is unable to talk.
Sounds great. I would love to hear the 3 options.
Perfect. Her. You will be deciding not only the rules of this altercation, but I will let you decide right now. No, let's keep that a secret. Do you wish for this to be a squabble, a brawl, or a battle?
Could you unsilence Rahi for a second? I just want to know how many people she potentially brought if we were to have a battle.
You guys watch as Rahi, basically, wings explode off of her back. She flies up. She tries to, like, beat into, like, where JJ is, and you watch as, like, a magical wall of force stops her fists completely, as she's unable to be touched. As, JJ goes, I'd love to hear what she's saying. Just kind of flicks her gavel at Rahi as Rahi goes, and you motherfucker, I'll beat the shit out of you! What's wrong? As she kind of like settles down, she lands back down as she turns back and looks at you, her.
How many people did you bring today?
The Duke! And
Great.
that's it.
We would love to have a battle.
Oh no.
As Rahi's face kind of like morphs and shifts a little bit as she goes, okay, not a problem at all. JJ goes, wonderful, a battle. And one more thing, because as Rahi looks furiously at JJ goes, and because I want to keep things fun, and because you jumped the queue, I'm going to ask her one more thing. Will the defense please choose their own defense team, or choose the defense team of the prosecutor? So just to explain how this is going to work, you can either pick your team. So you basically, so with a battle, it can be 4 or 5. For in this case, we'll have it be 4. If Nico comes back and we want to do this, it'll be 5. You're able to choose yourself and 3 other combatants to fight on your team, or you can pick Rahi's team and Rahi picks your team.
Fuck. I
You
know.
know Rahi's gonna be like that old man in the corner who's definitely blind.
there's a fucking dragon in the back. Can I do a check on the dragon? Because I know Rahi's just gonna pick that.
As you're, yeah, give me a, what check do you want to make on the dragon?
Perception,
yeah,
insight.
give me a perception check, exactly.
22.
22, excellent. As you roll to look at this dragon individual who you walked past, who you kind of were distracted by because of the assault that Rahi committed right before you walked in, you are able to see this is a copper dragonborn kind of standing behind a little podium, open booked kind of ledger there, kind of scribbling in with like a with an ink vial and a quill, and you're able to see a tiny pair of spectacles on their face, and you get the kind of like as their head kind of like looks up, kind of like their eyes kind of shoot around to the crowd to get a quick head count before looking back down, kind of scribbling. You get the sense this is like some kind of clerk or some kind of like organizational manager within this tavern.
Okay, but nothing like powerful, right?
This is it's a dragonborn, so it is like it's 6.5, 7 feet tall, wide, like at least 250 pounds. Like it's not insignificant, but again, it does not give the sense of like an innate warrior. Make sense?
Great. I I turned to JJ and I said, can you give me and my friends just 2 seconds to discuss real quick, please? You seem like a lovely person.
JJ looks to Rahi, looks to you guys, looks to Buttons, looks to Evertor, and goes, 5-minute recess it is then. Perfect. I need a drink. As JJ then walks through a magical painting right behind them to go and get something from their private stash.
All right, so here's the quick. I can either assign you all to me, or we can fuck with Rahi's team, but you guys might not be my defense team. So what do you think is the better option? I think it's picking you all, right?
It's up to you. You decide the rules. We'll back you with whatever.
I just want to say...
Do you want to do this, Mud? I just want to make sure you're also okay. You've been kind of dragged here.
I could do it. I've been through worse. I am not very good with magic, so I can.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't need to be magic.
Okay, cool. Sure. Yeah, I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay. Yeah. Cause yes.
Because I think Rahi's team's gonna be the Duke, that Dragonborn in the back, and somebody else in the tavern.
Oh, you mean the only other named NPC on this map?
We don't need to discuss it. Because I didn't know if I wanted the Dragonborn and then like assign to, I don't know, whatever.
They look more like a manager. I don't know if...
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do much.
They look like a nerd.
All right. All right, I'll call JJ back. Be like, we've made a decision.
JJ comes back with a half bottle of rum and goes, recess is over?
Yes, but you can continue drinking.
Oh, I appreciate that. I did not need your permission to do that. She takes a long swig from the bottle and goes, what are we doing?
I will be choosing my defense team, and it is going to be my 3 friends right here.
Your 3 friends right there.
Yes.
Water
Mud,
Genasi,
Olive,
Selkie, Dirty Man.
Yep, those 3.
No one's more qualified. Absolutely wonderful. Looks down at Rahi and goes, now Rahi, as JJ kind of like cocks her head and goes, you don't have that many friends with you, so you might have to pick from the pool. Let's hope the jury fights as well as they yell. As JJ looks to Rahi and goes, Rahi, please choose any individual you wish from the jury pool. As Rahi kind of like turns and goes like, okay. She looks at all of you and goes, she kind of walks up, she looks, she does not look at you, her, but she looks at Olive, Cowrie, and Mud and goes, I want to apologize for what's about to happen to each of you. Now she deserves this, we're gonna clear the air, but you all, I'll go easy on you, okay?
I want to trash talk right now, but I don't want to get my friends in trouble.
Now go on, say it.
I already forgot what I was gonna say.
Beautiful display, very proud of you.
That sounds very fair. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Liha.
Okay. She looks at you. What's up?
No, sorry I interrupted you. Keep going.
Walks up to you, Olive. Walks up to you and goes, Miss Liha. I don't like that. Call me Rahi.
All right. I was taught to be formal. I apologize.
Not in this town, you don't have to be. As Rahi turns back and goes, Duke! Up here now! Immediately, the Duke goes, Rahi, I wish it to be known as I wish not to get in the middle of whatever this marital dispute happens to be. As Rahi goes, shut up here now! As the Duke goes, I apologize, Capitan. I am being summoned.
It's fine. I didn't pick you.
The Duke walks up, he kind of hops over the half wall, goes up next to Rahi, as the Duke goes, I just remembered. You do not remember what it is like to see me fence.
I don't need to get too close to you to hurt you.
That is true. That is true. But let me tell you right now, Capitan. You may have not picked me. As he draws out his rapier and goes, but you will wish that you had. As he brandishes his sword up in a fencing position.
I just like sigh really heavily about how annoyed his encounter was.
Oh, reminiscing. Rahi then begins walking towards all of you athletic and is looking to walk through you into the jury pool.
I part. I make a path for her.
I stand right in front of her. Yeah. You can fly.
Give me an opposed athletics check, her.
No.
Can I help her? Because I'm right there too.
No.
Oh.
Wait, actually, yeah, you can. Do have
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah, I will say Mud has been skulking behind everybody this whole
Yes.
time.
Okay, her, what'd you get?
Athletics, 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely awesome. So, Cowrie, how do you help her?
I push my shoulder like right up next to hers, and I'm just like, as Rahi tries to go through, I'm just like, oh, and trying to like that thing where you like kind of pretend you're letting someone through, but you keep doing it wrong.
She's gonna push us down. She's
Yeah.
gonna push.
Her, Rahi comes up next to you, and as you try to thought of her, she just kind of puts a hand on your shoulder, and like kind of spins you and puts an arm around you and clasps you very tightly against her. As she kind of like picks you up a little bit because you're very light as an air genasi, and Cowrie, as you're kind of like juking, she is not even remotely slowed. As you're just so you're like kind of doing that like fake out thing as she's not even looking at you as you're just kind of moving around. As Rahi holding on to you, her goes, now which one of these fine people should I bring on to kick the shit out of you? As she kind of like turns you so that you have to look where she's looking as she kind of like begins scanning the room.
Sure. I pick the first two people on the left.
You
like, right
don't
in the front.
pick the people.
Yeah, I'm pointing it to you. Like, yeah, they look great. They look
so
strong
confused.
enough.
There are so many mixed signals going on right now. I'm so confused.
You picked the first
and
people
why
on the left?
Yeah, and also, like, why do you need two other people? I feel like aren't you supposed to be strong enough that you don't need others in this fight?
Well, we wouldn't want it to be unfair, now would we?
It's not unfair. I mean, come on. You don't want a little more just you and the Duke. Isn't it a friend thing?
No! I want to win! No! A body is a body!
All right, fine. I don't know. The people in the front row seem pretty nice.
Let's go see who's in the front row, okay? As Rahi, you and her begin scanning the front row right over here. Everyone's able to kind of watch this happen. Humans and elves and orcs and dwarves and gnomes, and they're all like kind of like in these like raggedy-esque like leather straps, some in like metal armor, but none of them look like particular. These are like what would be like the staple like commoners. None of them look like very intimidating until you get to the front row, like around the side. You watch as Rahi walks up to a tiefling woman, kind of like sitting front row at the bar, kind of like bends down to her. She has like orangish hair. She's like reddish eyebrows. Looks and goes like, now what's your deal? And this tiefling woman is able to respond with, well, to be completely honest with you, I'm just here for the decor. I don't believe that, I'm just in it for the money. As Rahi looks and goes, I've got money, and I can give it to you. You fight for me? As this woman goes, but of course I do. Seemingly should be easy enough. I have to consult with my company first, of course. Do what do you think? And you're able to watch a small chicken next to the woman cluck several times, picking at a bowl of seeds. As this woman looks and goes, my name is Delilah, and I would be happy to fight for you. As you watch as a bow across her back, Delilah, a tiefling ranger, stands up, hops over the half wall, and goes and joins the Duke.
She's kind of hot, isn't she?
Rahi's face, her mouth like twists back and forth as she's like, you don't say that! What are you?
You were hitting on my friend. I can say whatever I want.
Grabs you by the shoulders, picks you up, looks directly at you, and goes, I don't understand the dynamic of this anymore.
I like blow her a little kissy.
I'm so confused right now. I don't. Oh
Just,
God.
All right,
just
Rahi,
don't
Okay.
ask questions.
Okay.
Rahi, can we hurry this up, man? I just want to get out of here. I got a shift to cover. So does the Duke.
I don't understand. I don't really know if there's like a scheduling thing. As Delilah and the Duke, Delilah walks up to the Duke, and as Delilah and the Duke see each other, you watch as like the Duke's in mid conversation. His face like immediately kind of like drops a little bit as he looks directly at Delilah, and you watch as Delilah kind of like cocks her head a little bit too, and they both begin speaking R.O.A.C.H.Y to each other, as they are both from the same place. As they begin talking, like the Duke kind of like his face begins to kind of like squint, as it almost seems like Delilah's telling him some information that like he didn't know before, as they're having like a bit of a conversation. As Rahi goes, "See? New friends everywhere I go. All right, who's next?" As Rahi, do you wish to still be within Rahi's grasp or no?
No, I'm trying to get out. I'm like, Rahi, just put me fuck down. Like, let's hurry this up.
Perfect.
We got places to be.
Excellent. So then Noni just kind of tosses you back towards your friend. You kind of just like levitate down a little bit as Rahi goes,
Yeah.
"Excellent." Looks around and goes, "Who's the biggest guy here?" As you guys are able to hear, "Bean, bean, 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 bean." As you see, this entire
Fuck. Fuck.
this entire table right here begins kind of like tapping along, like slamming their cups down, chanting. As you guys are able to watch as this figure, gray orc, black hair, tall, broad, wide as a refrigerator, stands up and goes, "I'm Bean." As you watch as everyone at the table rips their shirts in half and goes, "Bean! B-E-A-N! We are Bean! He is Bean!" And just begins fan clubbing out for this individual. Rahi walks up. Rahi is dwarfed by this man, as Bean is like 6.5 feet tall. As Rahi goes, "You're big. You like fighting?" As Bean goes, "Yeah." As Rahi goes, "You want to hurt people for money?" As Bean goes, "Yeah." As Rahi goes, "Excellent. Fight for me." As Bean goes, "Okay." And as Bean follows Rahi back, again, walks past everybody, kind of like pushes past all of you, and goes, "JJ, got my team now. Wonderful." As JJ looks back and goes, "Let's hope it's good enough. Oh my God, what a colorful cast of characters. Everybody, line up against the bench. Come here, come here." And pulls you guys, like tries to like pull you guys closer to her. As JJ looks down and goes, "And the last thing we need to settle before all of this happens, well, there can be a winner and a loser. We can clear the air, but obviously someone has to win something and someone has to lose something. Meaning," as Rahi takes out, not Rahi, JJ takes out a coin, flips it, slams it on her hand, and goes, "Her. What are your terms? If you were to win, well, what do you want from Rahi?"
I know this might sound convoluted, but could I actually hear Rahi's demand first?
Oh, how incredibly polite. You absolutely can. "Rahi, what is your and cutting off JJ mid-sentence, Rahi goes, "I want to be the captain of R.O.A.C.H.Y. And just declares that to everybody as JJ goes, "Oh, a change of leadership. Fascinating." Looks back over to you, her, and goes, "Rahi's set her terms. She wishes to be the captain of your crew, I would assume. What do you want?"
Well, I just want to put it out in the air first before I make my demands. I wasn't going to ask for anything. I wasn't even going to fight you. But I guess now that you set the terms, I want Rahi to be my first mate as the captain of the Cat 5.
Rahi looks over to you and goes, "You can get that ship back over my corpse!" And just kind of like just shouts to you.
Well, you're not going to be a captain of our team. It's a team over here.
JJ, permission to show her how we do things proper in the Arbor. JJ goes, "That sounds agreeable to me. Her, any final things you want to say before we begin?"
No, let's just fucking do it.
JJ kind of like leans forward and goes like, "I feel like we're not all gonna have a good time doing this, and I'm upset by that because enjoyment means a good show. Her, as like JJ kind of like leans forward on like her half wall and goes, "It seems that you don't want to be doing this."
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it anyway, I guess.
Well, maybe do it with a smile on your face, and with a twirl of her gavel, she's gonna give you 1d8 of bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
As magical
so
energy.
I have 2 bardics?
Yes, you have 2 bardics, which you can use, one use each whenever you want.
Okay.
As JJ looks over to Rahi, and as she bounces her gavel off of the table and goes, "And Rahi, you never fucking smile, but maybe this will help," as she does the same to Rahi Liha.
Damn it.
As JJ looks and goes, "Defense! Prosecution! Line up, one of you against the table, one of you against the jury box, if you'd please."
What do you mean?
As Bean, the Duke, Delilah, and Rahi all line up against this little plate, this little dinner arrangement. As you guys all move over to there, JJ looks to both of these assembled legal teams and goes, "Well, this is democracy. Should court be in session?" As the entire tavern goes, "Roar!" and just cheers out yes and goes, "Then let it be so!" And as she slams her gavel on the table, I need everybody here to roll initiative. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
I rolled a nat 1.
Everyone's still rolling initiative. So we got a nat 1 right there from Olive.
Yep.
I got a 26.
26.
Ooh, I got a 17.
I got an 18.
26,
Nice.
17, 18. Excellent. And then very publicly, I'm going to now roll the initiatives for the entirety of the team, all right?
Oh, God.
And I'll just let you guys know right now, because we're going to do this in proper D&D initiative order, okay? So you can hold me to this. Rahi. It's going to be an 18 initiative.
Oh, fuck.
That's the same. Wait, no. Is that before her?
That's
She'll
right
go
before
me.
me.
Because she'll go before both of us.
Wait,
Fuck.
what did her and Mud get?
17.
I gotta find the
18,
page I was just writing
but
on.
my dex is only a +1, so.
What page was I just writing on? Yeah, we'll find it eventually.
Fuck.
What's her dex?
Her dex +4.
Okay, cool, yeah,
Oh.
she'll go.
For a second, I thought she got the same thing as her. And I was like, oh.
Rollies?
No.
Rollies?
The Duke.
I rolled an 8. Oh, go ahead.
Only a 13 for the Duke.
Thank fucking God.
For Bean,
Oh god.
Bean only gets an 8.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
buddy.
And for Delilah, the beautiful French woman, that is going to be a 23.
Damn.
So, Cowrie,
So, Cowrie,
Delilah, Rahi,
Mud.
Mud,
Her.
me, then the Duke.
Mud, her, Duke, Bean, Olive.
Oh.
It's fine.
God damn it. There's potentially a way. I'm not gonna say it, but there's potentially a way I can get a majority of them within the gust of wind, which will break some of their movement. But then also I could potentially do tidal wave on top of that to get them prone, so we have at least one round of hits
God damn.
without them moving.
And then I think, so is Cowrie first up?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
If I'm right, it's Cowrie, because Cowrie got the 26.
Yeah.
Then Delilah with the 23.
Yep.
Rahi with the 18. Mud with the 18. Her with the 17. Duke with the 13. Bean with the 8. And Olive with the 1.
Okay.
Well, also,
God
Cowrie
damn it.
has like a +12 to initiative now.
Yes.
I'm +8.
Wow.
Actually,
Actually, it's only +8.
only a +8
Only.
to initiative.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time?
Yes.
And
So
yes.
so much fun.
A lot of Arbor stuff. Honestly, it felt kind of messy. It felt kind of like a little bit of a scrungly-esque session, but it was still a great time.
It was beautiful.
And by the way, if we have not said it already, Kate, the wonderful designer of the Tiger's Eye, incredibly calm vibes, and of course Darby, the creator of Cowrie. Who else could design Brigands Bench?
Yes.
I also love, and so I'll just give some insight right now. I absolutely love JJ because in my notes for JJ, so like, because, you know, shared Google Docs and everything, for Brigands Bench, underneath the categorization of JJ, it was like authority figure, like commanding presence, like very eloquent when spoken. And I wrote as a little addendum in my notebook, I said, eloquent does not mean smart. And so... You can be
fair.
You can be well spoken and a moron.
I love her so much. She's so good.
Because like, what's the thing? You can be a well spoken pirate, but there's kind of like a ceiling of how right you will get things if you've never received any formal education.
I love the democracy comment.
Oh yeah,
that JJ made.
It's like I just saw the confusion of everybody's face. Like, democracy? What? Like, I don't know.
But from the perspective of Bud, watching Rahi and her interact is like frying his brain a little bit. He's like, I don't understand. Do you hate each other? Do you love each other? Are you about to fuck or stab each other? I'm so confused.
The dynamic
answer is yes.
The dynamic is wonderful. And also, by the way, say hello to the Fight in the Moonlight characters, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. So as
were all of our characters there?
I mean, she was an option, but I rolled the dice and he didn't pick her, so.
Wow.
Yeah, Dala was there.
Wait, what about your character and Kate's character weren't there?
Lurjo, you already know where he's gonna be.
Battle of the Bards.
And for Higgy, who knows where Higgy could be?
Where the fuck did you put my Blorbo?
And Jet. Well, Jet's also like a child.
And Jet,
Yeah.
I got plans for
18!
I got plans
no
for Jet.
children.
I got plans for Jet. You don't got to worry about it.
Ooh, okay.
Perhaps you will see him again.
The
Who
absolute
knows?
fear.
Can I be privy to that information?
No.
Or... Okay.
No, I got plans.
Okay. That's fine.
Higgy
I trust
is
you.
just dead in under a dock somewhere.
it's like the fucking Stand By Me, like the little like where are they now? And it's like Higgy overdosed on heroin 15 minutes later.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Higgy went into a rage and jumped off a dock and drowned.
But yeah, the fun and
He
I
dishonored his family. Dishonored their family.
and
He had to commit ritual unalive.
And I will be honest with you guys. I have whittled down Bean and Delilah's abilities so it's not going to be like 4 PCs versus 4 PCs because you guys no and I just mean this in the game sense. You guys would get stomped. They're if you put Barbarian versus Wizard, there's nothing that you can do against that. Like, and I'm sorry to tell you. So don't worry. So this will be a fair fight, but I don't know who's gonna win. So
Yeah.
I mean, technically, the Fight Moonlight characters are the same level as us, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yes, but again, we saw how that went, where...
That's true.
Exactly. Because where it was both of the Rangers and the Cleric went out, and the Warlock went out almost immediately, and then it was...
No, mine was the... I brought up Higgy.
You hid, though. So you just ran away.
Which is a viable tactic.
That's what you're supposed to do as a ranger, though. It's all range stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I am not shitting you when I say that Mud is a bad druid. He is not very good at it.
What do you mean by that?
So what's your other
Secretly multi-class.
What is
He's
your
a
other class?
bad druid. He's a
I'm
bad
so
druid.
excited.
Do you have like a feat or something? Because there's something else.
Gotta be like a...
Maybe you'll see.
But yes, so and this is the fun thing because now you guys can like properly strategize because you guys know what Rahi does, you know what the Duke does, and you guys have seen Bean and Delilah in action, so it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Is Dew fighting? Is the chicken fighting?
Do will be in combat. Yes.
All right, we go for the chicken.
Kill that
we
chicken.
all go for the chicken. Yeah.
Yep.
Kate just stops being our friend.
Yeah.
We wouldn't kill the chicken. We just go after it.
We're gonna knock it out.
Sorry, I can't revivify a chicken.
Pretty much what I'm hearing is that we need to stop their movement so they can't get close to us. Besides the ranger.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
From my time as Lurjo, I have learned the secrets of Delilah, and I am very excited to whip some shit out.
Oh my god, that freaking spike growth spell. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Emmon's coming back with a vengeance, baby.
Oh my god. Good thing
He lives on.
Good thing Olive has
Counterspell, yeah.
Yes, I do.
I'll burn those spell slots to the ground.
I'd like to see you try.
I cannot wait for Mud to get absolutely stomped. I'm so excited.
I don't think that's gonna happen, because I know what Mud can do. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, but like he's not gonna. He's not gonna pull out the big guns right away. Also, if I sound weird, it's just because my nose is.
You're all good. The pollen has been so bad lately.
It's not. It's because of my meds.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But yeah, no. He's gonna try his best, and it's gonna be very funny when he's just like.
And I'm also very excited because this is not a big arena. Like, if you guys look at the space that you have to fight in, this is a fucking small combat space. And because of that, now admittedly, it's not like you guys are like just within arm's reach immediately, but like area of effect spells might cause a problem for your teammates if you choose to go down that route.
We're so bots.
Hey, you guys
It'll
chose
be
off.
fine. It'll be fine.
What's up?
Are we allowed to know how many hit points Mud has? You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. I'm just
I
intrigued.
can if you want.
Wait, can you put his character? Drew, can you?
No.
Can you? Put...
No?
Not yet. After this one, this is a good
That's fair.
introduction.
In exchange for that, I will tell you Mud has 55 hit points.
Oh, that's better
Okay.
than me.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's more than I got.
Yep.
And also, Darby, how did I do with Brigands Bench? There was I wanted to kind of be like, this place is fucking chaotic. There's a lot of shit going on within this place constantly. And like, just in terms of like the expediency, I wasn't able to touch on every little thing, but I tried to do the most that I could.
You did so good. You absolutely nailed the vibes.
We love buttons.
I love it very much.
I love buttons. That's such a cute.
buttons.
Well, because my original plan for this place was, if you couldn't tell, like, you guys would have been led here, and it would have been like a proper like legalese battle, like between her and Rahi being like a debate basically, and the reveal of the whole wife thing would have happened here. Also, you still don't know hers full name, by the way. Knows the first name, but not the last name.
Well, that's why when she said, "Don't call me Mrs. Liha," I have a feeling like, what if that's my name and
I said
not her
Miss.
name?
I didn't say Mrs. I said Miss.
Oh,
So
my apology.
Yeah. But yes. Will Rahi become the captain of R.O.A.C.H.Y? Will Rahi become the first mate of her, officially making her the captain of the Cat 5 once again?
But not captain of R.O.A.C.H. Let's get that clear.
But not captain of R.O.A.C.H.
We are
no.
all the captains.
Quick thing,
You're
if
the
our
Rahi
captaincy.
wins,
What?
if Rahi wins, we all just say, I don't want to be part of your crew, so I'm gonna leave, and then we all individually just go pick her. Is that...
We disband R.O.A.C.H. and
Yeah.
come back together with a
we
new
form
name.
we stage a mutiny.
Yeah.
You guys
We
fake your
changed
deaths,
the
change your
name.
names. Well, you gotta understand that, like, the oaths and the bonds that are made and created here, JJ is a very high-level bard, and so there is some magical sorcerer shit that I could do to kind of make it so that, like, oh, this is like some pact shit that if you lose or if you win, the whatever is owed is delivered.
But what if we're like, technically, we're not a crew, so...
Do you think anybody in this building reads...
Period. Period.
much less reads the fine print of anything?
Yeah, I mean, Mud's in the same boat, so...
It's so fucking funny to me that Rahi wants to be the captain of R.O.A.C.H. because she thinks we're all morons. She
I totally didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, those guys. And also just the sentence, I want to be captain of R.O.A.C.H.Y. took me out.
Yeah. What a collection of words stringed together.
Rahi's only friend is the Duke, and she's just been burning through favors setting all of this up. So...
To be fair, we would have added her, but she never asked, so...
It's okay. You guys, I have a feeling that you guys are going to keep Rahi around no matter where this battle goes, but I'm going to be excited to see, like, what exactly is done. And then after this battle the bards, which is going to be super fun, so...
Also, if we win, one of my demands to Rahi is that she has to join us in the Battle of the Bards, just letting you know, as the captain. Well, we lost Arthur. We need somebody else.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't been really, because I plan out these battles in advance, I haven't really been factoring in the fact that you guys are, 1, potentially 2 characters down, and that your abilities have fundamentally changed.
Yeah.
As Moss is just fucking sitting there, eating shit. Oh, it's so funny. But yes, but with all of that, please tune in next time to see exactly what the fuck is gonna happen at Brigands Brawl. But with all that, thank you so much for watching. We deeply appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening, and we hope to see you next time. Much love, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.